I dated a guy named Joe for 3 months before he had left me to go back to his ex. Right after we broke up, I found out I was pregnant and now I'm 24 weeks. I let him know and he was ecstatic. Turns out his girlfriend had fertility issues and would likely never be able to get pregnant naturally, and he has always wanted to be a father. Getting back together was out of the question for both of us, so he's still with his girlfriend. Joe was only allowed at the initial appointment because of COVID, and we found out I was having twins. According to Joe, when he told his girlfriend, she had a mental breakdown about her infertility and she wanted to talk to me. I met them at their house, and his girlfriend Kim stated that she wanted to be involved in my pregnancy because she would eventually be the children's stepmother. She started telling me weird things like I needed to prepare for a home birth and that I need to formula feed so that they could have the babies half of the week, and that she wanted 1 boy and 1 girl. She also wants the kids to call her mama since they would be calling me mommy. I shut her down and said I would make the best choices for my children and my body and left. Kim continued to be overbearing. She texted me every day about my eating habits, exercise habits, and bitching about her job wouldn't let her take maternity leave. At my virtual genetics counseling appointment, she attended instead of Joe and took over the whole meeting trying to talk about her family history, which wasn't even relevant. When it came time for my 20-week level 2 scan, they allowed me 1 guest and Joe suggested I take Kim instead of him, which I refused to do. Joe did end up coming and he found out the gender because I wanted to keep it a surprise for me and we could throw a gender reveal party. I put a pregnancy announcement on my social media and Kim did too. She made an announcement stating that they're expecting twins the non-traditional way and how blessed they were. I was irritated, but I kept my mouth shut until she had a gender reveal party, posted it on social media, and didn't even invite me. She also announced that she's having a baby shower. I commented on her post and told her to stop treating me like a surrogate and that the kids aren't hers and Joe doesn't have custody until they are born. I then called Joe and reiterated all of this to him, and I let him know that I'm not going to be seeing either of them until we went to family court and my mother would be my birthing partner. Joe and Kim and some of her family and friends are saying that I'm the asshole.
Why when something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Once a newly married couple was searching for houses they could buy, and they came across a beautiful house with a suspiciously cheap price. They couldn't see anything wrong with the house, so they just thought they got lucky. They moved in quickly. But one day the husband was walking down the hallway when he found a red crayon on the floor. He thought maybe the previous residents had left it behind, so he just threw it out. The next day he found another red crayon lying in the exact same place. This time he asked his wife about it. His wife looked shocked. She confessed that every day since they've moved in, she's been finding red crayons in the hallway too. Then the husband tried to tap on the wall at the end of the hallway and heard a hollow sound. He began peeling off the wallpaper and found a sliding door behind it. It was as if someone had tried everything they could to keep anyone from finding this door. He tried to open it, but the door was nailed shut. Then he took a hammer and pried off the nails one by one. He opened the door to find a small room with words scribbled in red crayon all over the walls. It said, "Mommy, I'm sorry, let me out," over.
I was about 16 years old. I had a crush on this guy in my grade named Alex. I was a shy kid and certainly not the type to ask someone out face to face. So I tried to show him I liked him in other ways, like helping him out with his homework and sending him little cute notes in class. I guess one day he finally got the hint and he sent me an instant message. My heart jumped out of my chest when I got the notification. "Do you want to meet me at Bear Creek tonight? Maybe around 10?" he asked. Bear Creek was a popular hangout spot a short walking distance from my house. "Yes," I texted back simply. I could barely concentrate on my schoolwork that day. I was so excited. When the school day finally ended, I was so excited. When the school day finally ended, I hurried home, walking the short distance between my school and my house quickly. My parents both went to bed at 9 p.m. sharp every night, so that gave them around 45 minutes to hopefully fall into a deep sleep before I would have to sneak out. At about 9:45 p.m., I decided it was time to make my move. I slid my window open and then dropped to the ground to make as little sound as possible. I had never snuck out before, so I wasn't sure if this was going to work. I took off across the yard and down the street, my heart beating fast with excitement at the thought of seeing Alex. As I approached our meeting place, I could see a figure in the distance. It had looked like a male, but I couldn't tell if it was Alex.